and then just how you became a Christian.
Yep.
And then really just, where are you from? Where did you come from? And we talk about how God worked through your life. Where did you go to church? And all that stuff. What did you want to do when you finished school? I know that you've been on a number of missionary trips. Is that right? Am I getting that correct?
We were missionaries for 10 years.
Well, then there's going to be a lot of time spent on that. So welcome back, everyone, to the Chip Lunch Podcast. It's been a few weeks.
Yes.
Our last episode was out in a field, but we are back in the studio. I'm here with Brayden. Welcome, Brayden.
Thank you.
Like I said, very chimp lunch style hat.
Yeah.
You've got on there,
the
black and
official
yellow.
Chip Lunch hat.
The official colours. Yeah. You are, what is it? Donning the colours of the podcast.
Yeah. In tribute.
And we are very excited to welcome our next guest, who has never been on the podcast before. Alison, welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's lovely to have you on there.
Thank you.
I'm very taken by your orange glasses.
Oh, why, thank you.
Do you...
I don't like wearing glasses, so I...
Oh, don't you?
No, they don't suit me.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, no, these do. They're about the only ones on the planet that do. My optometrist dreads of me coming in because I have
really?
this tiny little face, and so nothing suits, and it looks gigantic.
Oh,
it's always a thing, just a thing.
So did you buy like multiple pairs of the orange one to make sure you're stocked up?
Well, I would love to, but I'm always looking out for these sorts of glasses.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. Well, yeah, we are glasses wearers as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
a hard decision.
Yes.
It can be.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so expensive.
And also,
You
You know,
don't want to be stuck with
got to
ones.
commit with something that you don't like. I have done that once before. It wasn't. Was it a happy financial conversation? To start again.
Yeah.
it is a bit weird when you're in, and this is only for us spectacle wearers,
Yes.
when you're in the shop and like just trying on multiple pairs and that, then,
You can't see them because you can't see.
and then you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I don't know. If
I feel
that's
useless because I have to take my adult daughter along with me and say, do these work? Because I can't tell.
Yeah, totally.
You're like, do these look weird just because they look like they don't look like the glasses I don't like?
Or just because they're new.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. And then the person's there staring, like the person that's helping you is like staring there
And they're
watching
like,
you.
they look great.
Yeah.
And I go,
No.
really?
Where do we
That's
get our
your job.
glasses from now? We go to the same place. Is it Oscar Wiley?
No.
Or is it, no, it's the other one.
Okay.
Bailey Nelson.
There you go. Bailey Nelson.
When I've been there, Miranda, shout out to Bailey Nelson and Miranda, if you'd want to sponsor the podcast. But every time I've been there, the service is great. Really, really great.
Yeah.
And they actually say like, that doesn't suit your face. I'm like, oh, okay.
Thanks.
Fair
Good.
enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there was one, I think I had like half.
Yep.
And then there was free at the bottom.
Yes.
And I had a pair like that I really liked, and I was getting a new pair, and they had those, but they had it in a different shape. And she's like, that shape doesn't work with you. It doesn't it doesn't work. You need one with rims around it for that shape. I'm like, all right.
Yep.
But I think you're right.
Yep.
So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Alison, you said that you haven't ever done a podcast before, which is fair enough.
No.
Not many people have.
No. No.
But it's going to be fun, I think. But to start with a bit of fun,
Yes.
how do you like to eat your hot chips?
I'm sorry, I'm very boring, but I can't remember who does who, but I'm a salt girl.
Yeah.
Plain salt
Yes.
girl.
That's
There you
Joel's choice.
Just plain salt, nothing else?
Yeah, no, just salt.
That's
I
it?
don't need a little bit of occasion. Like, to be also honest, I rarely eat them. And I'm pretty much a salt girl. But if there was a bit of tomato sauce lying around, I might add a little bit of that as well.
See? You can't mess with the
Traditionalist.
It's very traditional, but very appropriate, I would say.
Yes.
And do you have any like particular memory associated with eating hot chips? I just imagine
I know that we
seagulls.
did, like growing up, we as kids, and my dad's just terrible. He loves everything that's bad for you, Dad loves. and so we would get like a tank loaf, like a bread tank loaf, you know, the round ones.
Yeah, okay, yep.
And then you cut off the top.
Yep.
And we actually worked out how to do this in Austria when we were missionaries because it was just unreal. They have fantastic bread over there.
Yeah, cool.
And you dig out most of the internal part of it and then you stuff it full of the
Chips?
chips. And then you would I don't know how, but then you just attack it and eat it like. So that is a bit of a memory left over from.
Wow. That's a new way of eating chips on the podcast, I think, which is very cool.
Bit of butter, you got to have the butter in there, and
just put
terrible
butter in before the chips.
Yeah, so then it melts when the hot chips go in.
Oh, but
like a chip buddy, like a chip buddy, but on steroids. Sort of.
Wow, and you're just chucking a few knobs of butter in there, then the chips. Oh, wow, that's quite impressive. Yeah. So how are you sharing? Are you sharing that amongst your family though? Like, do you pass it around?
I'm just trying to remember how we ate it. We just.
It's like a communal chip bucket.
Yeah, and then you just get into it somehow. I can't even remember how we did it, but
that's cool though.
It was the tank loaf. Definitely.
Who's eating the internal parts as you're pulling it out?
Yeah, as you eat it, as it comes out. It's fresh and soft white bread.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this is that you're doing it together. You're like, oh yeah, I'll get some out of it, and then you eat it together, and then you put the chips in, and then you're sharing it. Wow, this is. I think we might need to try this.
Yeah, it's very inventive.
I think.
Oh, you need the unsliced loaf. I feel like that's.
Yes, so that's what it is. It's the unsliced tank loaf.
Yeah. When they ask, do you want it sliced? You're like, no, thanks.
No, we've got a plan.
we have a plan.
We have a plan. Yep.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. I'm going to have to try it at some point. That's very cool. And you also mentioned things about like going on mission for a long time, being a missionary for a long time, which is very cool. So we'll touch on that at some point. However, the second question that we always ask at the start of the podcast is, how did you become a Christian?
So I have the boring story. But in Bible college, I was very challenged about that. So I grew up in a wonderful Christian family. My parents are godly, sincere, serving Jesus to the end type of people.
Yep.
And so wonderful models. And so I'm one of those Christians that really hasn't really known a time when I didn't know who Jesus was, but I got to my sort of teenage years. I grew up in Cooma, in the Snow Mountains, gateway to the Snow Mountains.
It is, yes.
And my mum and dad worked for an organisation called CYTA, which is Christian Youth Travel Association.
Okay.
It sort of existed between the 60s and I think just early 2000s, possibly, or very, very late 90s. And they had a youth, it was called a youth lodge, a youth accommodation centre in Cooma.
This is, sorry to interrupt you.
Where Craig worked.
Craig, yes. Craig went there too.
So he worked for my parents.
Wow, okay, cool.
So it's a huge 350 bed thing. And we moved there when I started year 7.
Okay.
And so I was in high school, had my whole high school years there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we lived on the top of the hill, no neighbours, no whatever. I was a little bit of the weird kid. And
you weren't,
but I didn't have any, I didn't play with my friends I had no friends after school because I lived on the top of the hill away from everyone and on a huge site with 350 beds in it,
I sleep in one every night.
Yeah. And so I think because when I spoke to you the other day, I was like, what, where was I at? What was my head doing? And I don't think you really know as a teenager. But I think I decided when I was about 14, 15, that I needed to sort of protect myself a little bit. So I tried at school to not look like that kid that was the Christian kid and whatever. And so, but I loved where we lived and I loved everything about it. And there was a team of 150 people that would come, young people, who would come from Sydney every weekend and participate and volunteer, as well as the Dad would employ winter staff every year
for the winter season,
which they upped, and Craig was one of those. Robin and Craig were one of those, and I loved hanging out with them. So I just loved everything about that, and I was at church and involved, and very happy to be there. But at school, I decided that I needed to sort of cover myself a bit. So in my high rebellion,
the heights of your rebellion,
I embraced swearing. So I embraced swearing to try and.
Awesome.
Make myself look like everyone else.
Yeah.
But I sort of cruised through, I wasn't in the tough group, wasn't in the geeky group, just in the nice little middle of the road group, and everyone sort of roughly ignores you. But so I didn't stand up for Jesus in my teenage years. But I then, when I was 16, 17. I was baptised in 17 in the end. And we had fantastic, I grew up in a Baptist tradition, going to Cooma Baps. And Cooma is a transient town. And so it's like lots of nurses and doctors and teachers and all sorts of people coming through. And so we get all these great Sydney Anglicans who would come to Cooma and go to the Anglican church for the first service and be like, what have we walked into? Because it's a high diocese. Canberra diocese. So smells and bells and, you name it. And so they all came to us. So we got all the Sydney Anglicans. And I had this fantastic couple came and they then started running the youth group. And so that was the other thing. I had no Christian friends. I had no Christian friends. And in the early years, our church didn't even have a youth group. We went off and joined the Brethren group. So it was me and my brother. And I have two brothers, but my one brother's just 18 months younger than me. And so we sort of went off to the Brethren youth group. And then this couple came and they started leading a youth group for us. And by that stage, there was one other girl, my brother, and then I think my younger brother had slowly joined. That was it. But I loved this couple. I just loved them. And I think it was just looking up to them, and I was surrounded by everyone at the lodge, and I got to 17-ish and thought, okay, you need to make a stand here. You need to go one way or the other. Am I embracing the gospel? Am I going to live and reflect that and live that way?
Like in all of your life? In
all of my life, not just be a cliche, Sunday Christian sort of thing. And so that somewhere in my I think year 11, I then...
you made me a real commitment.
And it was one of those just slow burn things and I think you're growing up and you're getting mature, and I was getting closer and closer in age to all the guys, all the people that Dad was employing. Right. And they were like 21 and I was now 17. And so we're getting closer and closer in age as I'm getting older. And so I just hung out with them, and they were great people to be modelling, and that friendship and of someone slightly older than you, but it's not your parents, but speaking the same message into your life. So it was just a slow burn there that I then, moved on ahead there.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's really cool. And it shows the value of other Christians investing in relationship with you. To go, no, you can actually live kind of counter to what sometimes the world is telling you to, especially like you're saying at school. It's funny how we always have to, I feel like at school it often goes one or two ways. You either like start protecting yourself for the person you want to be or who you really are, or you step right into that. And I would say I'm kind of down the line of similar to what you were at first. I didn't really experience talking to someone about Jesus properly until high school. But I can resonate with what you're saying. there. You said that you moved to Cooma when you were in year 7 though. Where did you grow up before then? I was born in mum and dad are Blacktown people. Oh yes. They're from Blacktown when it was a farming town.
When it was all farms and regional and
highly rural.
The train first came and all that sort of stuff. So so they grew up. From there, I was born there, and when I was when I was 3, I think it was, we moved to Perth.
Oh, wow.
And we were there for 5 years with my dad's work, and then we came back, and then we lived in Borkham Hills, in the Hills District, Castle Hill area, and we're there for 5 years, and then Dad got the job as position as manager. He managed the whole site down at Cooma at we call it the lodge. And people, when I refer to it, they're going, I said, not Canberra, not Canberra. Sorry, we call it the lodge because it's called CYTA Lodge. So like a ski lodge.
You should just say it. The Prime Minister stays with us.
I'm there all the time.
Does that mean you skied a lot as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I haven't. We don't ski now.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, we don't have. We were missionaries and we have no money. So you need money to ski. That's a rich man's sport. Here in Australia particularly.
Right.
Here in because we were missionaries in Austria. So it's not that expensive in Austria.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a mountain, there's like a hill everywhere.
There's a few
just
mountains.
around,
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just there.
It's very select area in Australia, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a very select time of year as well.
And you have to pay to go and stay there.
Yeah.
When you can drive 15 minutes and go for an hour.
Yeah.
It's like going for a surf.
Yeah,
So,
nice. That's pretty cool.
It's a very different context.
So did your dad always run camps and stuff like that? Or
No, he was a salesman.
Oh.
But managed people, great manager of people.
Yep.
And so he went over to Perth to set up that office. It was like, Better Brakes or something. I don't know. Brakes, cars, all the big mining equipment, up in Port Hedland and all the way up north. He opened up their office over there and came back and continued that. Went into real estate.
Yeah.
Was brilliant. He's a very good salesman.
I was going to say he's a very capable man in certain areas. Yes. That's very cool.
And so but was getting quite disillusioned by that, and then this role came up and went for it and loved it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Okay. So you're growing up in Cooma.
So my high school years were in Cooma, so that's my significant memories.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. And then so you became a Christian around 17, year 11. What do you think? You said, I need to make a decision here and actually you need to live this out 100%. What do you think changed for you after that moment?
I think I don't know a lot changed at school, particularly at school. I didn't suddenly become, the evangelist and out there. It was just more of my life is Jesus's now and I need to live that way, and that's where the trajectory of my life is going to go. And I think, and even though the greatest rebellion I did was, swear. but I curbed that, and I thought, I know it's only swearing, but it is swearing. It's significant,
Yep.
and so that was inappropriate then for me to speak that way. And I don't know if my friends noticed, but I know that I then discovered only in Year 12, which I still can't believe, that two of my friends in my group, I had no clue, they also went to the Uniting Church everywhere, and I had no clue until they were really late in time. And so when we were missionaries, they both actually ended up supporting us as a family. And I'm like,
how cool.
It was just such a weird, and they're wonderful Christian women today. It was, but we did not talk about it at all. We just didn't talk about it at all. And I wouldn't go, and I refuse. One of these transient teachers that came and came to our church was the sport teacher. And I'm sorry, but he was just weird. I don't know what it was. Yeah. I found him really odd and weird, and he ran the ICF, and I went once, and I didn't even support ICF because I didn't want to be associated with him.
Yep.
And he was just too weird for my my immaturity in my
teenage
years.
When you're a teenager, that's
you just go, I just can't do it. I can't think that people think that I'm into Mr. I better not say his name. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And so they didn't go, and so I didn't go, and so I just think we weren't. I don't know. We were all very timid, or I don't know what it was. It was
It sounds like you're a little bit frustrated at yourself. Is that right?
Well, when I look back on it, I go, what were you doing? What were you thinking? Or where were you? I just wasn't courageous.
Yeah.
I wasn't courageous back
or
then.
just at least confident enough.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think I thought, because the rest of my life is on show.
Yeah.
I work at Christian Youth. I live at Christian Youth Travel Association. I think it was more possibly that, and it wasn't a secret that I went to church on a Sunday necessarily, but I didn't talk about it a lot. But maybe I did, because I then became a Sunday school teacher, and started helping because I was older and doing that sort of stuff. So,
But your world is so small when you're a teenager. You know what I mean? Like, and especially I guess especially like living somewhere and having that be part of, like, not having a massive separation between where you're living and church as well.
Yeah.
And that life, like, I could understand maybe being a bit worried that it would just bleed into everything.
Yep.
And that's what you would be labelled when you're like kind of a less confident person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Only thing I got in trouble for at school was talking and swearing.
Yeah, right. I never got into trouble. I was in the student council, I was like the whole...
I remember in primary school writing lines that I must not swear.
I only did it amongst my friends, very subtly.
Well, I'd often get caught swearing at my friends, and there was a teacher, like regularly. There's a teacher behind me, and it's like letting rip at someone with a few swear words. Still trying to curb that, like you said. Maybe more in my own mind, not at other people. I don't swear at other people anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I try not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, okay, so finishing high school.
Yep.
Is it just called Cooma High School?
No, it's called Monero High. Because
like
Monero is the electorate.
Yes.
And there's one public high school in Cooma, and it draws from Jindabyne and Nimarella and Niminaville and Adaminaby, and like they all come in on coaches.
Yeah.
And so it's actually 1,000 strong school.
Yeah, wow.
But because it just draws in from all the farming and other outlying towns.
Yeah.
So it's a central school.
I've got one. Can you remember what the coldest it ever got in Cooma?
I remember because for some stupid reason I used to get up and I used to wash my hair every single morning, and I had long hair down here.
Yeah.
And I would then actually as I got older, I actually would go and work up at the lodge in the morning to help do breakfast and stuff like that.
Nice.
I wasn't late to school every day, Tash. I'm not saying that. But I skimmed in every day because I worked first before I got there. Yeah. But I would wash my hair, and then I would walk to school with wet hair.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember walking through fields of white frost and snow.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, below zero.
You could almost snap it off.
Yeah. I think we did get in down to -10-ish.
Yeah, wow.
Very rarely, because but we did. Yeah. And I would walk to school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is ridiculous. crunch over the white frosted grass. Like, I'm like,
snap your ponytail off.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Every day. Yeah, that's a lot to wash it every day.
Yeah, I don't know why I did. I don't do that now, but I did then. No. Too lazy not to keep it dry. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot shorter now.
It is a lot shorter.
I like it, though. It's cool.
Thank you.
Again, with the orange glasses, very cool. So what did you kind of see in the future once you're finished high school?
I was not ambitious.
Okay.
I'll be very. I was not ambitious.
Or you just didn't know what you wanted to do.
I wanted to be a mum. I wanted to have children.
Cool.
And then I
need someone else to help you to do that.
Yes. So I went at the end of year 12. I actually got into primary teaching, and up here in Sydney at Nepean College back then, which I think is one of the campuses.
Teacher colleges, right?
Yeah.
Rather than uni. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I got into that, but back then, people would have said this before, right? You had to write down a piece of paper the 5 top university courses that you wanted to do, and you had to submit that like in September or some ridiculous amount of time earlier. Yeah. And then you did not find out whether you got those positions until the end of January, I think. Really late.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so there was no guarantee I was going to get in. I'm not particularly studious, so, my HSE wasn't, Anyway, moving on. And so I didn't know, so I had to have a backup plan. And so I registered and started, because it started much earlier, at Bedford Business College, which is a secretarial college. It still exists, but it's looks very different. Mm-hmm. So I started that just in case I didn't get into uni. So I started that. I think I did it for 2 weeks. Then I got into uni and I thought, nah. I was close to getting engaged already.
Oh.
So I was like, I'm not going to go to uni for 3 years and get married in there, and then I want to have children, and then I'll never teach. So why am I going to do that? So I stuck with the secretary course, with the business course. So I did that for 12 months, and then I was worked as a secretary for a few years, in legal offices.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And around Sydney though, so how did you end up moving to Sydney at the same time?
Yes, so I moved. So at the end of, and basically Cooma, most people clear out.
Yeah, right.
There's not a lot of people that stay. Most of, they disperse everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I moved to Sydney, and I lived with my grandparents in Blacktown for the first year while I did business college.
BBC.
And so I did that for 12 months. But I was dating Ian already by then. So he had come and worked for my dad.
Oh, okay.
So he came.
A lot of relationships forming at this
I know.
so
he'd come and work for my dad, and so we'd gotten together, and so he worked for Dad on and off for 2 years. He did 2 seasons, and in that time he had made the decision to go to Bible college, and so he was madly saving and working at the lodge, and then the same year so happened, which was very convenient. The same year that he'd finished at the lodge and was starting at SMBC, I'd finished my HSC and I started business college.
Oh,
so we sort of moved back to Sydney together.
Yeah.
But he was at Croydon.
Oh, yeah.
And I was at Blacktown.
Yeah.
And then, but on the weekends, his parents live in Gymea.
Okay.
So he grew up he's a Gymea boy.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we would both come to his parents' place. And so I then stayed with I stayed in Gymea every weekend and then pack up my bag, and then I would go back to college on Monday morning because right in the city at Central, and then go back to my grandparents during the week, and then we did that for a whole year.
Yeah, moving around a lot.
Yeah, so I moved around a lot that year. Otherwise, I would never have seen him.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a car. He was at college. He was at Bible college, and so on Saturdays he would study, and I would sit on the back deck of his mum's house, learn how to knit with his mum.
Hey.
Well, that's nice.
And but we started going to Cooma Baps at that point as a
okay.
church. So we would then go to church, because then I churched on a Sunday out here, and so my life was building out here. So
Right.
we got engaged at the end of that first year.
How old were you then? 19 or something?
Yeah. Yep. And then he did his second year of SMBC while we were engaged. I got a job down at Cronulla at a legal office down in Cronulla, and then I
save a lot of travelling.
Yeah, well, I boarded then. I was
going to ask you, where did you live then?
Yeah, so then I moved from Blacktown.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was a couple at Cooma Baps, and I technically boarded with them.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they were a lovely couple. We didn't have any kids at the time, and so I just lived with them for the week.
Oh, lovely.
But we did the same thing. I would live there Monday to, which was really great for them. So I lived there during the week, and then on the weekend I met Ian back at Gymea and his parents' place. So we did that, and then we got married at the end of that year. So
did you really only see each other on weekends mostly?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that shaped your relationship in a certain way, like only to begin with?
Yeah, I don't know. I think because we lived in each other's pockets, though, to start with. So we were really good. We became really good friends, and we only got together at the end of the first season that he worked, and so we were really good mates. And then he went back to Sydney from the October through to the following June when the season started.
Yeah.
And so he was in Sydney, I was in Cooma. Then he came back, and so we lived in each other's pockets then for 4 months of the season, and through until the January, actually, to the end of the year when he went to Bible college. So we'd had lots and lots and lots of time together, and then it was like, okay, I'll see you Friday night.
Did you write each other letters or anything?
We did.
Yeah.
In Cooma, in the months that he was in Sydney and I was in Cooma.
Yeah.
We did. I've got them all.
Oh, have you?
That's
I've
cool.
got them all. I haven't looked at them in decades, but
Well, just think about it, like you just text each other now, right?
yeah.
But if you were,
we would have called each other. I think maybe called, but STD back then, like it was really expensive, you know.
Oh yeah, because it's out of area.
Yeah,
kind
like
of
Cooma to Sydney, and so it's not just a local call. So I think we might have called each other once a week or something like that.
Yeah.
When he was in, and we did write letters.
Yeah.
Yep.
But even then, the phone was probably in the kitchen or whatever.
Well, it was dead centre in the kitchen.
Exactly
It was dead centre in the kitchen.
Mobile phone. Yeah.
Yep. And it was right next to a swinging door. So I'd have to open the door, get the cord around, and stand on the other side and pretend that no one could hear me on the other side of the wall. You know? But yep.
Yeah, don't want to hear you whispering sweet nothings.
No.
I always thought it'd be interesting, if you're writing letters back and forward, it's like the style of writing to each other. It's like, so if you say, oh, this happened and this happened and this happened, and then like, how do you respond to that? You'd have to get good at going, oh, that's like, instead of just doing
you're responding to what they've said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you like tap and hold on a message now, and then like you can just reply to that message.
Oh, yeah.
But you'd have to...
to that little comment. Yes, you can just reply to that comment. Yeah, yeah.
I like it how I just explained that to you and go, oh, I see what you mean.
No, my thought was more just like, I was having a different brainwave of just like, man, my handwriting is so bad that if I was doing that, I think Beck would have got very little out of what.
I'm not getting together with this guy.
Yes,
he's got it right.
Yeah.
What type of paper did you use? You're getting really into the weeds here.
Oh, well,
was it a
back
legal
then,
pad?
I can't remember specifically, but we had all sorts of lovely, beautiful, handwriting pads and stationery.
Yes.
Yep.
How good.
Because everyone,
Did you have like flowers around it?
Oh,
and stuff?
well, I don't know, to send it to Ian maybe. I don't know. I can't. It would have had some sort of decoration on it, I'm sure.
It's really just like very foreign to me, writing letters to a prospective partner.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. It'd actually be pretty cool, actually.
Well, I think you get to know each other in a different way because you have to communicate that way. Yeah.
And writing kind of like clarifies your thoughts as well.
Yeah, it's very therapeutic for yourself. You know, like when you go, oh, that's what I thought about that. Or yeah.
And then you find out if you actually like the person or not because they can actually communicate clearly. That's that's an interesting way because text you can just be like, okay.
Yes, that's right.
If this person can't write, you don't really go through that thought process. Okay, so then you're engaged.
Yes.
For about a year. Did you get?
For about a year.
So you got married around the age
86,
of 20?
end of 86.
Oh, the year I was born.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
I know. We're 40 years next year.
Oh, how lovely.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Is there a special thing for the 40th year anniversary?
We not big on that sort of stuff, but
diamonds.
It would be. No, I think that's.
Is that 50?
I don't know.
Gold. Is it 50 gold? 60 diamond. I think 60 is diamond.
Okay.
Possibly.
So you got a while to go.
Yeah.
Save up for the diamonds.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, 40 years is brilliant. Yeah, that also ages me though.
Yeah, there you go. 40th. I'll remember that now. I'll remember your 40th birthday next year.
Yeah, totally. What month did you get married
November.
in? Oh, I'm in October.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So we're heaps close. We can have a joint party.
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
Yes.
For you, not me. I would love it, but for you. Wow, that's awesome. So then did you move to somewhere in the Shire once you got married?
Then we, what did we do? So he'd finished Bible college.
Yeah.
He got work with one of the guys from Canberra Baps who had his own business. It was called Body Mould, and it was a car detailing company. And so he worked in that for a while, and that was brilliant because Dave gave him Wednesdays off to go and teach scripture at Endeavour High.
Oh, great.
And so the idea was that we were saving money because I was going to go to Bible college at the end of our first year of marriage.
Cool.
So he'd done the 2 years at SMBC. We both worked for that year, the year we got married, and then I started Bible college the year after. So in that year we had our fun. We had lived in Cronulla. I worked in Cronulla. He was a mobile sort of in a van going around so we lived in a flat in Cronulla, had a great year.
I need to chat to Ian about car detailing. That's something that I'm interested in as well.
Right.
Anyway, sorry.
That was when you had all the stripes on the side of the cars, and he was doing the stripes and roof racks and stuff.
Wow.
And all cars had some sort of stripe on the side of their car.
That's something I definitely can't do.
No.
But I have to learn from him. That's awesome.
Yep.
So, because that's in the mid-80s.
Yes, we're talking mid-80s. Yeah. Yep. So he only did that for 2 years. He did it for 2 years. And then, which brought me up to the end of my first year of SMBC. And then at the end of the first year and his 2 years at Body Mould, he was offered a job as a youth minister at St. Peter's Anglican Church in St. Peter's.
St. Peter's,
wow.
Right, okay.
So we were living in at Bible College though. It was only a part-time job. And so our first year at St. Peter's, I was finishing Bible College. And so we stayed and we lived at Bible College. Yeah. But our second and third year at St. Peter's, we then moved to Tempe.
Yeah.
Lived in
so
Tempe.
were you at Carringbar Baps until he got that job at St. Peter's?
Yes. Yeah.
It sounded like you guys had a plan though. So because him going to Bible college, like Ian going to Bible college and then you going, did you
eventually,
have an overarching plan what you were trying to work towards?
I grew up saying I will never marry a minister or a missionary.
Yeah.
You got both.
I swear I'm never going to do that. It's off the books, God.
Why is that though?
And then it's exactly how my life turned out.
But why didn't you want to?
I don't know, or I just thought they looked like a bunch of geeks.
Yeah.
Whenever they turn up at church, whenever they turn up at church, we're talking the 70s, and 80s. Yeah. I just look at them and go, you're just a bunch of dorks. I don't want to be.
Straighty 180s.
Or something like that. That's all I can think of. I don't know. I can't come up with anything else otherwise, but that just was not on my radar. Yeah. And so when I was dating Ian and he was heading to Bible college, he had to sit me down and have a conversation. It wasn't an ultimatum. Yeah. But he said basically before he started Bible college, I think, or maybe just after he started Bible, I can't remember now, but he said 3 things. I'm going to Bible college. We'll probably never own a house. And I want to be a missionary. Yeah. So basically get on board or...
it's good.
Get
it's
on board
or... to say at the start.
He was very loving and whatever, but he just said, this is where I'm really heading, so we need to be on the same page. Yeah. So, and I want you to go to Bible college. Oh. I think you should, if we're going to do this together, then you need to go to Bible college, which was absolutely, absolutely crucial. Yeah. That you're on the same theological page and you've got the same Bible college training. Sure. Yeah. And that was the best thing I ever did. And that's where I feel I didn't go to teachers college or anything else, but I went to Bible college and that was just
Is that what, did you get studious there?
Not particularly. I'm really not a studious type. But I did okay. I got through and I loved it. And it really, I don't know. Because I was young going to Bible college too. I was on the young, and Ian's 5 years older than me, so he's like down the track a bit. So I was a sincere and dedicated and committed Christian, but going to Bible college, I understood actually the gospel. Like I remember it all falling into place so clearly. Yeah. And particularly because I had my prac that I did, the prac that I did when I was at Bible college was scripture teaching. Okay. And I did it with under the supervision of a guy that Ian actually went to Bible college with, who was full-time scripture teaching in the Canterbury area, Canterbury Boys. Yeah. And he had a couple of classes at Canterbury Girls High. So I was thrown into teaching a year 9 girls scripture class, which was terrifying, just terrifying. Yeah. But the process of each week preparing that lesson was so invaluable for me, because when you have to speak it and it's a monologue and you've got one chance, heresy just like pops in there all on its own when you're just rambling. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? It can happen so easily. And it's okay when you're having a conversation, you go, oh, no, that's not what I meant. And so that process of having to work out really what I'm saying and making sure it's really clear and what the gospel actually is was so good for my own faith and understanding what the gospel actually is. And so invaluable. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So how did it go teaching that girls' scripture lesson? Did it improve?
It's a bit of a blur. I don't know. I remember it being just so nerve-wracking, and John was with me most of the time as a supervisor because I was just out new. And I think it did. I think I was able to communicate it okay. Like I said, it's all a bit of a blur. But
what did you know that you could always fall back on? Or obviously the gospel, but you had was there a way that you? You can't remember. That's
30 plus years ago.
That's all right.
I can't remember. I just remember it being crystallizing and going, I actually get the gospel myself now. Yeah. I get the action of justification. I understand what's happening. I understand what God has done for me, and the process of what that means, and being adopted, and being His own, and being all of that, and being secure, and being
So did you have to do a monologue every time? Is that what you were
saying?
Well,
not a monologue, as in just teaching a lesson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's cool though.
Yeah.
It's funny when you like God puts you in these positions. You're like, I don't want to ever do that.
Oh,
if you just mentioned a few of those, like, oh, I'm not marrying a minister.
Yeah, I know. And you go,
and I'm not going on mission.
Careful what you don't wish for.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes like, oh, is God wanting me to do this?
Yep.
And it's difficult to work out sometimes. So you're at St. Peter's.
Yes.
Anglican.
Yes.
How long were you there for?
We were there for 3 years.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, anything in particular that stood out to you for being in that church? You're obviously because Ian's he's full time there, was he?
He did. I think the last 2 years he was full time. The first year was part time. I think somewhere in there. Yep. And he ran like they were drop-in centres because it is in a city. Yeah. So he ran. There wasn't a youth group per se, but it was a drop-in centre twice a week, where kids from all around the neighbourhood would come, and he taught scripture in the primary schools, and he taught scripture, and he did ICF. I think I'm getting that right in the high in Enmore and Tempe High.
Okay, yeah.
And that was serious business. It wasn't that was hard work.
Just in terms of the
rough. Yeah. Okay. And but he built really great relationships with a number of kids and had great opportunities for sharing the gospel with them and just building relationship and with them. I was busy having babies, so that was I was more involved just on I was having babies.
It's
that period of time.
That takes up a lot of time.
It does take up a lot of time.
Yeah, I never had one myself.
No.
I've partnered with someone that has.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so let's talk about your family.
Yes.
So you said you were having babies.
Yes, I was. Yep.
How many babies have you
had? I've had 3 babies.
Yeah, okay.
I have 3. So our son, who's 35, and then daughter 32, and then another son, 28.
Yeah.
Yes,
is that right? You got it right?
He was born in 1998. And his birthday's January.
Yeah, it was something
28.
I'm 29.
It's because I mucked up because Kira's actually, my daughter turns 33 like in a month.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's 35, 33, 28.
It'll be 28 at some point.
Yes.
Sometime soon. It's in the vicinity.
Yep.
And what do they do?
Nathan is a minister. He is a youth minister down. He's married 2 years ago. And my daughter's in between things at the moment.
That's okay.
And my youngest son is he's a carpenter, but he's actually now doing his electrical trade.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yep. And then we have, and then Tash joined us when she was 4. Mm-hmm. And she's 15 now.
Yeah, wow. So, that's cool.
So she's doing school.
Yeah. as you usually do at about 15.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question. Around your time, were there more people, because you had the colleges and stuff too, were there more people leaving around that age of 16 even when you were still at school?
Yeah, like getting to year 10 and leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge chunks. No, nothing like today.
It doesn't happen like that today, does it?
No. Well, I mean, the laws have changed to start with, but but that only changed in I think it might have been Kira's era, like who's 33 now. Yeah. In her time, it changed definitely for Jackson, my younger son.
Yeah.
But yep.
And a question, if anyone comes on and they're a parent, the question I always like to ask is, what has God taught you through being a parent? You said that you were really keen to have babies, which is amazing that he had blessed you with 3.
Yes, he did.
Me as well. I have 3 as well. There's always something that they're teaching you.
Yep.
What is your enduring lesson that God taught you, do you think? And say something that they don't expect you to say if they listen to this.
Oh, yeah. That I have to trust God with them.
Than doing it yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that God loves them more than me and than I do. Because you don't believe that sometimes. And
it's hard to feel that way, isn't it?
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how old they are. Do you know what I mean? Like my 35-year-old, I still...
You still worry about it and stuff. Yeah.
stuff goes wrong in their lives, or challenges come up in their lives, and it's painful.
Also shows
physically painful.
But to me, it shows how much you love them too.
Yeah. Yep. But God loves them even more.
Yeah, and you're like, how can I?
Yeah. Yep.
That's a good one. That's a good reminder for me too.
Yep.
Something that people have always said, I've often said on this podcast, is that it gives you an insight into how God feels about us.
Yeah. The intensity that you feel for them, and that mama bear feeling of like, get back off when someone's going at whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just rises in you.
Do you have the mama bear feeling?
Constantly.
It's coming though. It's coming.
It is coming.
Brayden's got one on the way.
Oh,
which
have
is
you?
Really exciting.
Oh, lovely. Congratulations.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Something to look forward to.
When is that?
February.
Oh, nice.
There you go. But yes, do you think they'll listen to the podcast?
I don't know. They might.
On it. Yeah.
They
might. Or they go, it's too long.
Too long, yeah, maybe. I have no idea.
Yeah.
They might do. My daughter will. I know that my daughter will.
Oh, the good one.
The good one. The good one. No, she's not the favourite.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I have a middle daughter.
Okay. Yeah, she's in the middle. She's the boss, though. She's in the middle and she's the boss.
Yes, 100%.
Yep.
100%. Sorry, that's so true.
Because someone's got to pull these boys into order.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, I have an older boy and a younger daughter.
Oh, okay.
But she still needs to pull them in line.
Yeah.
So what I'm interested in is that you've talked about being a missionary.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
get there?
Get to the point of being a missionary and
because Ian is single-minded.
I feel that he's like, if you're getting on board, this is what I'm doing.
Single-minded, and I needed to submit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it wasn't as hard as that, but I honestly, I to be very, very truthful, I was like, I'll change him, he'll be fine.
Oh, did you?
I honestly was
He'll forget about it.
He'll forget about it. Well, that'll never happen, or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I love your honesty. It's great.
And so I then went to Bible college, and he was very much, and so then we finished Bible college, and what did we do? What did I do then?
You went to St. Peter's, didn't you?
We were at St. Peter's.
Yep.
I was at Bible college.
You're having babies.
We're having babies. Yes, right. Yes. We're getting toward the end of St. Peter's, and we were both sensing that it was the time to move on.
Right.
It was something new, and Ian said, "Okay, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
We're going somewhere."
It was time that we start looking into whatever. And she actually looked. The first thing we looked into, because he was always very, very, and it wasn't just mission, but mission to like the islands, to Solomon Islands. Wow. And the Pacific.
Okay.
And that was because he's very drawn there. His father is actually first generation Australian.
Yeah.
And he grew up for generations. The Woolley family lived in Fiji.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So he's got great heritage and he's got an affinity with the Pacific. And he was at Bible college with a Tongan, a Vanuatuan, and a Cook Islander. Okay. And that sort of just really warmed his heart even more. And so he was very drawn to there. But back then, from all of our exposure and conversations that we had, it was really more going and working in Bible colleges and doing some teaching. That's what was. And so for us, that would have meant Ian going to more college, but not as a candidate. And we'd already started a family. And it just all felt clunky and not the right path. And so we actually got to the point where we thought, no, Lord, we've both been to Sydney missionary and Bible college. So we have training. How can you use us as we are?
Yep. Yeah.
We weren't in a position financially to support going to Bible college and going on to more or anything like that. So we sort of left it. And very shortly after, coincidentally, the director of ECM Australia, which is European Christian Mission, came and spoke at St. Peter's.
Okay.
And said, 30 seconds, like he'd just come back from his pastoral 6-week trip to all the missionaries. And Austria, I think, featured for 30 seconds. And he said, we need youth ministers in Austria. If you love basketball, even better.
Oh.
And Ian was a basketballer.
Okay.
And youth guy. And so I didn't say anything because I just sort of went, crap! And
how's my German? I don't know.
And so we, I think it was my birthday or our anniversary or something. We were out to dinner at St George Motorboat Club
that's
for our anniversary. And he said, what do you think? What do you think of what Jim said on? And I was like,
I know.
Yeah, I can actually imagine myself being a missionary in Austria.
Yeah.
I'd really battled with the islands, the whole idea of going to the islands as well. I do not do heat very well.
Okay.
And
we grew up in Cooma too.
And when I was in Bible college, you go on like a mission each year. And in my first year, there happened to be a mission group going to Fiji, and over hell and high water, Ian got me on that trip to go and just have a taste.
Yeah,
and I hated it. I just didn't like. I didn't hate it, but I went with eyes of like coming and living here and working here.
Yeah,
and we went in June in winter, and I was like, just not coping.
Yeah.
Yep. And there was a number of things, and I just thought I actually can't see myself being effective here. And then everything else happened that took us away from there. And so then when it was Austria, and he said, me too, I just really feel that, he said, I can actually imagine myself working there. And it just settled on us both and independently. And I think that was for me, it was like, right, Alison, get your submission in order. And
submit your papers.
Yeah. And so we then started chatting to ECM and talking about options and pathway, all that sort of stuff. And so we applied with them and they accepted us, and so it all began.
Yeah.
Wow. Can I just interrupt there just very quickly?
Yep.
Let's. I think that's a great time to end part 1.
Oh gosh.
And then we might in our next episode we'll hear how the Woolley family jetted off to the Austria. Alps.
Yeah.
Can we wrap this up with a bit of Austrian music, please? Get our editor to do that.
I'm like, Austrian music, it's just the sound
folk
of music.
music.
Or it's some umpapa.
Umpapa,
yeah. We'll finish off with that. If you can find some, Hudson, that's good. They just love stitching up our editors. It's great. We'll be back very soon with part 2 with Alison.